This lucky man won over 41 crore rupees in a lottery. But then something happened that completely destroyed his entire life. Welcome back to Global Faits. Today you're going to learn about 5 poor people who suddenly won millions of dollars in the lottery, yet their lives still collapsed instead of getting better. Who were these lucky winners, and where are they now? What you're about to hear will definitely shock you. Let's begin. At number 5, Uruj Khan. In 2012, a man named Uruj Khan from Chicago won $1 million in the lottery. He decided to cash out $600,000 and spend the rest of his life peacefully. He was supposed to receive the money the very next day. But that very night, Uruj suddenly died. At first, it was reported that his death was natural. But later, after investigation, it was discovered that someone from the family had mixed poison into his dinner that night. At number 4, Sharon Tirabassi. Born in a poor neighborhood in Canada, she struggled through life until suddenly she won 10 million Canadian dollars. In excitement, she gave away $1 million to her parents, $2 million to her siblings, and even loaned money to friends, money that no one ever returned. Slowly, almost all her money vanished. She did set aside a small amount for her children, which they'll receive at the age of 26. But as for Sharon, she had to go back to her regular job, just like before winning the lottery. At number 3, Michael Carroll from the UK. At just 19, he won £9.7 million in a lottery. But being so young with so much money pushed him in the wrong direction. Expensive parties, bad habits, and a flashy lifestyle quickly took over. Blackmailers began targeting him, forcing him to pay large amounts just to stay safe. Friends and relatives also drained him of millions. In the end, when almost everything was gone, legal troubles and drug cases surrounded him. To survive, he ended up spending whatever was left. Before the lottery, he collected trash. And today, he's back doing the same job. At number 2, Abraham Shakespeare. He was so obsessed with winning the lottery that even if he had $10, he'd spend $8 buying lottery tickets. After many years, he finally hit the jackpot, $17 million. But soon, all his so-called friends turned into snakes, trying to take all his money. One accused him of stealing the winning ticket and even took him to court. Meanwhile, a woman pretending to help him slowly gained his trust. And suddenly, Abraham disappeared. After investigation, police discovered that the same woman and her boyfriend had robbed him and buried him 10 feet underground. She was later sentenced to life in prison and never got to enjoy a single cent of Abraham's money. And at number 1, David Lee. David won $27 million and spent the next 5 years living a life full of luxury. He bought a house, a private jet, a fiber optic company, 3 racehorses, a limousine, and even $200,000 worth of gold. But along with all this, David developed a dangerous addiction: drugs. Within just 5 years, that addiction destroyed everything. He sold his expensive belongings for a fraction of their price, until nothing was left. Today, he sits behind bars, serving time for drug-related charges. Sometimes, sudden fortune doesn't change your life. It exposes who you truly are. So, before dreaming of millions, imagine whether you'd be able to handle them, or lose everything. If you enjoyed this video, stay with Global Fates.